I assert that our lives are dictated through emotions. Those unaware of an emotion's power typically lie on either side of the spectrum, either living solely according to their emotions at every waking moment, or moving robotically through life with no character or substance. One who lives purely based on emotion is a slave to his desires, while one who lives in absence of emotion is existing, but not living. This is because emotions are a vessel through which the human experience is differentiated. The feeling of true bliss, the feeling of absolute fury, and the feeling of utter hopelessness are the similes and metaphors that fill the pages of our story. They are what give our story value. For example, take a parent witnessing their child taking his first few steps. Objectively, the kid is just walking. Everyone walks, and we do it all the time. It's not very impressive. However, it is the investment of months and years into the child's health and safety during the mother's pregnancy, through infancy and into the early years of childhood, coupled with the countless memories of the child screaming at 4 a.m., the child innocently laughing at his mother playing peekaboo, and the child falling asleep in his father's arms. This emotional investment is what leads to something that can be reduced as just another event into something that warrants tears from the strongest of men. Not to mention, these tears reinforce that memory much further. I think a lot of people can look back on a negative experience and regret their reaction to a certain situation. I know I certainly can. The framework through which I've been able to improve my reaction to a negative situation is to realize that life is happening. I am experiencing life. The key here has been a sense of awareness and acknowledgement of the feeling at hand, not necessarily a reaction or judgment attached to that feeling. In the example of witnessing your child take his first steps, allowing yourself to feel is what gives that event so much more value and makes it more memorable. Awareness around that feeling is where we can derive value, purpose, and meaning in life's events, and it can be used as a buffer to understand our own intrinsic selves a little better. This allows me to move through really tough situations and honestly some invigorating situations with a level-headed reaction and complete recollection of how bliss, pain, and fury all affect me. And that recollection is very reassuring because it shows me undeniable proof that I am experiencing life, serving as evidence that I have the freedom and power to do so, and in turn living the human experience to the fullest extent possible. To those who think feelings should be suppressed or should not be shown, I think you're robbing yourself of your own humanity. I think you should allow yourself to feel all of the emotions that our brains have to offer, but don't let them fully dictate the way in which you live your life either. Stay still in the presence of an emotion and bask in it. How do you feel at that moment? Now use this feeling to change your behavior in the future. Learn from it. It should be acknowledged that we cannot run away from emotions that we may deem as negative, and we cannot solely fill our life with the emotions that we may perceive as positive. Keeping the frame that an emotion is a vessel through which I can experience my humanity the fullest has led to a lot calmer reactions and allowed me to stay still during times of hardship and times of ecstasy. The ability to stay still and continue pursuing that greater goal is the essence of a masculine man, and emotion plays an integral role in shaping his own human experience. Don't suppress the emotions that you experience. Bask in them. Learn from them. Experience life. It is worth it.